Grand day. Welcome to your Soul Coaching Oracle podcast. I'm Hannah Yemaya, and I'm joined by my co-host, the Inspirational Messenger BG. Together, we're here to guide you on your spiritual journey and provide you with tools you need to live your best life. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 as we discuss hot topics with a spiritual spin. Whether you're new to spirituality or a seasoned pro, we've got something for everyone. Thanks for joining us. Let's get started.
Hey, you guys. This is Hannah Yemaya, your Soul Coaching Oracle here at your Soul Coaching Oracle podcast with Mr. Julius Adams, a gospel spiritual singer. Mr. Julius, would you go ahead and give let everybody know who you are, what you do, give them some type of whatever it is that you do, let them know.
Hi, everybody. I'm Julius Adams. I'm out of Peoria, Illinois. I'm a musician, songwriter, singer. I've been writing music for a while now. Like over the last 6 years, I've been doing it like for professional reasons and working with my management and different stuff like that. I've been just trying to blaze my way through music so people can hear my new sound. A variety artists make different music for different things, but just dropping a new single, Healer, for people to hear and check out. I'm really appreciative to be on the show today and for people to get a chance to hear me, and I can go a little bit more out of this. And I just want to have an awesome time talking to you guys and, enjoy the day with you.
Okay. So, y'all, Julius, so tell us about how it is to be a musician. What if there was something that you could tell people that is out there right now, as far as making your way to the top, what would that be?
I think right now, trying to make it to the top is cool. I think a lot of people want to hear real music. The question is, as a musician and singer, are you writing songs that delegate people's ear and want people, where they can check you out and listen to you and stuff? And that's in any genre. I think that a lot of great music has been made and created. You have to respect that, being that if you're a singer or songwriter, you want to be heard and you want people to check you out. Mm-hmm. I think that's the first thing that needs to be done. I think the second thing is that, are you getting out there? Like right now, I feel like podcasting, right now what's going on is awesome. Like I think you should, if you got a good song, get out there, let people hear it. I mean, any platform is going to be awesome. Really, the big platforms that come, if you go to just the platforms that are out there, it says that how much activity are you doing? Is your song, is it music, and is it really gravitating towards people's ear? I think that's where everybody's having trouble with, whether they're famous or they're local or whatever. I think getting back into music, because in the field of music, what the main issue is that a lot of people are not doing it. They're making beats, but they're not really spending time with their instrument and getting a chance to really grow in that way, or they're not working with people who do so. So I feel that right now, if you want to get out there and get heard and get seen, it's basically get into music and, really understand it. And if you can get into that, I feel like you can make your way to it, because it's a science to writing a song as to just playing music or singing.
Right. So one of the things that I want to know, what made you want to, bring your music out? What was your inspiration?
Oh, man. Inspiration came from my friends. Like, I've been writing music for a while, and they were like, man, you got some good songs. You should put this out here and let people hear it. And I had a lot of people I was around who were around the entertainment industry, and they were like, you need to come out and do this and bring out Healer. It's a great song. And I felt like the song was really good for the gospel market, being that the market was open at the time. Mm-hmm. And also it was a good song to place out. So I made the song. It took me about a good 6 months to make and get everything right. I had the song for a while, but putting it all together is different, because then you have to find the right people, the right musicians, to get the right sound. Directing it is a whole different thing. And making a video, Adrienne Nicole Management, her team, they put it together, because, I don't know what I'm doing in that area, but, I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm just a guy, I just want to be there. But, when we made the song, I was inspiration to do it because my mom won. And then because we had wrote the song together for one, and then Healing was just, something to write about God, being a healer and Him always, being there by your side, especially when you're going through some different things. And God, and it wasn't just about healing people from disease. It could be heartbreak, could be, you lost your money, just a lot of different things that hurt us that we need to be healed from, mental illness, just different things that we might be going through. So the song was just a deposition. I feel like a song should be out there like that at this level, and then also giving it a smooth sound, like giving it like a little jazz sound, not so much church, but something make it feel just give them something different.
You made it more modern day music.
Yeah.
Yes. So I know everybody want to hear you sing something for us before I actually show them the video. So if you don't mind, give us a snippet of what the audience is about to listen to right now.
Oh, okay. Well, this is here, but here, I'll give you a little taste of it. It goes, Jesus, you're so divine. When you're God and show me your power and give me a miracle. You can heal and bless my soul. Set me in love, your glory, and give me peace. When above all these things, change my heart to show me what is real. You are my healer, the healer of all of my disease, taking away my pain, my peace, giving me joy with your love. That's it right there.
Okay. So one more thing I do want to ask is, what can we expect from Julius Adams in the future?
Oh man, a lot of different things. Definitely more spirituality, more positive stuff. I want to be the kind of person that's going to be releasing songs that's going to be touching people's hearts, trying to get into the fold of music streaming where people need the songs that I'm putting out because they're touching your life, and that's affecting it positively. Love, God, life, love, fun, all kind of stuff. But I want to put something out from a positive standpoint that's really getting people back into music the way they should, and hopefully bringing on just a whole different vibe for people to enjoy themselves, again in music, and just give them something that they can feel.
Right. And so, one of the things that one of my audience wanted to know is, do you see yourself doing collaborations with other gospel singers?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I would definitely want to do something with Fred Hammond because I love Fred. I love his music and I've loved it for years. Of course, Yolanda Adams because we got the same last name.
Yes.
Plus, I need find out. Are we family? We need to find this out.
Right.
And another person in gospel that I really I've enjoyed it for years, and it's just like, man, I love Hezekiah Walker, but I've always that's my choir right there.
Yes,
I love them a lot.
I would love to hear. Matter of fact, I would think that you and Latasha Scott, because she's actually a gospel singer now from Escape.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, she is amazing. You're right.
So Yolanda Adams, Fred Hammond, and Latasha Scott, y'all need to reach out to Mr. Julius Adams, because listen, I'm telling you guys, I have his song on my gospel playlist. I really do.
Yeah.
I have your song on my gospel playlist on YouTube.
Oh man, that means a lot for real.
I definitely think that you guys, if you just go ahead and subscribe to him on YouTube, follow him on Facebook. I do believe Mr. Julius is on Instagram as well. But I will have all the information in the details of this podcast, and I want Mr. Julius to. I have more questions, but I want you guys to hear the song, so we go play this song right now. And I hope y'all enjoy it. We're going to hear the whole song, you guys. Here we go.
bless my soul, set me in love, in glory, and give me peace. But above all these things, you change my heart to show me what is real. You are my healer, the healer of all of my disease, taking away my infirmities, giving me joy with your love. You are my healer, the healer of all of my disease, taking away my infirmities, giving me joy with your love. You are my healer. You are my healer. Oh, you are my healer. You are my healer. Your anointing is powerful. It can heal both mountains and change my thoughts into love, peace, joy in you, Jesus. I can relax when I think of you are in me. You are my healer, the healer of all of my disease, taking away my infirmities, giving me joy with your love. You are my healer, the healer of all of my disease, taking away my infirmities, oh, giving me joy with your love. You are my healer. You are my healer. You are my healer. You are my
Oh my God. So that let me ask you a question. How was it when you making that video? How long did it take? I love the fact that you let everybody see, the instruments being played, the backup singers. Like, how hard was it to do that video? Are you still there, Mr. Julius?
Sorry, my mic was muted. I am so sorry. Okay, right. I was like talking too. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I did the video in parts and stuff like that.
Right.
And so like it was pieces because people were from out of town, and then people were so I had to do a lot of different scenes. So it was difficult because you want to get it done, and then you have ideas of what you want, and you're telling people, and they're listening to it. But when women know what they're doing, you just got to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know everything, but you just want it to come out good. You're like, man, I want this thing to come out good. And so I was, working out every day, trying to make sure I looked good, decent, and then on top of that, I was trying to get everything right. So the last part of it was the background singers, and the last part of it was me, like, adding myself in. It was different. I had a lot of fun, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a lot of fun making it and seeing what it was going to look like. And it was tough at first, but it came out really good because I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry.
And so, no, you're fine. So when I started doing all the getting involved and doing everything, it was cool. Like, it came out really good. It was a very fun video to make because they made it fun, of course. And I was really excited about doing it. I just couldn't wait for everybody to see it. And when we finally, pieced it all together and we put all the stuff in it, oh man, I was blown away. I love it. I watch it every day, just about. I always watch it.
Right. So one thing I want to know is, when did, how long did it take you to come up with the lyrics? Because listening to the lyrics are very inspirational. I definitely think that it would be a joy to hear someone else, listen to this on the way to church. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What made you be inspired to want to be a gospel music, a gospel singer, a spiritual singer? Why did you become a spiritual singer? What was the reason behind it?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the times it was like me and my mom, we had a very close relationship, and my mom honed me in very close to being with God early on. And I seen her do a lot of great things in society, just in life, like showing me what God would do for you through prayer, supplication, and spending time. So I always wanted, I was always a musician, but I was a drummer first. I never started singing. I didn't start singing until later on, but I wanted to become a spiritual singer because I wanted to touch people's lives, because I know how important God is in people's lives, and I know a lot of people, they don't believe in God, but God believes in them. Mm-hmm. And I be trying to show them that way where it's like, he's here. But, like sometimes when we go through religion and we go through different places, we may not get the experience we need from God that we need because, we haven't really stepped out on our own to get that there. I wanted to be that guy, that person there to guide people back to that. I'm not trying to take away their lives or who they were. I just want them to implicate God in their life so that God can put them where they want to be. Because, God wants the best for us. God wants to put us where He wants to put us where we want to be.
Right.
And I want people to know the goodness of God, and that it ain't just, sometimes we grew up, like, I'm pretty sure me and you went to church a lot.
Yes.
I went to church. When I was younger, I went to church.
Yes, I was raised in the holy church. Yeah. I went to church every day. I mean, my mom kept us in church. Every Sunday we were in church, I sung in the gospel choir every Sunday. I am not a singer, but I did sing in the gospel,
Don't say that you are. We're going to say, yeah, you are, yes. You are a singer.
Yeah, so one thing I can say is I love the song. And, we actually are live on podcast on Valentine's Day. And the reason why we chose Valentine's Day for you, Mr. Adams, because Valentine's Day is not just about, significant other, doing something, but Valentine's Day could be dedicated to yourself, healing yourself, dedicating yourself to, your universe or your God. So as far as this healing part, as your song called Healer, how would you tell other people when it comes to healing thyself with their God? What would be the first initiative that you will give someone to heal, to get back with, get God back into their heart? What would be your advice to that?
I would say that don't hold yourself to negative connotation with people, or like be striving yourself. Like, if you want to work your way back to God, let go of the past and let go of the things that hurt you. I mean, which that's really hard to do. But if you don't have a relationship with God and you don't feel like you need one, just know that you do. Like, a lot of things that you're trying to get through life, like, because here's the thing, everything in life is not physical. So we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against, rulers and wicked people in high places and different things. Some things that might be stopping you in life, like you might be having a good journey,
right?
And you might be like, dang, I can't get that next level, because you're gonna need God to get to that next level. I mean, and sometimes you don't even know that you're doing it. Cause sometimes, like, in people's lives, I've seen people do this. They they have never probably had a relationship with God, but they want to get to another level, and they begin to use more serenity, like getting away from negative people, getting away from different things, and they start seeing things happen for their life. Where it's like this: when you start finding that union to become more like to yourself, you'll get alone. And I'm just saying, at that time, you really do want to set God in your life. That Bible is real. It works through your life. Read it, understand it, get into it for yourself. I wouldn't suggest that you shouldn't have a shepherd over you, but if you can get somebody that you know feel that can work in your life like that, let them work. That could be a friend too. Like sometimes, like I've had people who just been friends who knew the word that helped me. They may not have been a pastor or or something like that, but you need somebody in your life who's going to be holding to that tight life with God. And the Bible is needed. The Bible is needed. Prayer is needed. You have to pray every day, even if you think you don't. I don't care how tough you think you are. I don't think how bad you are. You will fail in life not spending time learning and reading the Bible and going through experience, because there's places in life you just can't get past. And I say, when you can't get past those obstacles, you're going to have to pray. And I know people who have never prayed, they got in bad obstacles, and guess what they do? They pray. Because they say, I got to do something. They know that's the last thing that they need. They might can push and work hard and do 10 things at one time. But sometimes we're wrestling against wickedness, in high places. Some things we're wrestling against is wrong. So you're not going to be able to go far in life until you accept who God is in your life. Yeah. So I would tell people, if you're going through a hard time, and you don't necessarily be going through a hard time like it's something that's really bothering you, but if you're wondering why some things you're trying to break through, you don't break through them, I'm telling you, it's prayer and it's your life with God. And that, because some things you're trying to get past, only God can help you get past that. Mm-hmm. And I know that may sound crazy, I don't believe it, but I'm telling you right now, try it. You'll see a difference. Right. You will see that difference. Right. But it's up the angle. So that's what I would say.
So you guys, we're going to go to our break, and we'll be back with more with Julius Adams and your soul coach Oracle, Hannah Yemaya. Y'all stay tuned. I got some more questions for Mr. Julius, so y'all stay tuned.
Thank you for tuning into your Soul Coaching Oracle podcast. Today's commercial advertising is sponsored by Sacred Creations and Healing, LLC. Are you looking for spiritual guidance and inspiration? Look no further than Hannah Yemaya's Books and More on Sacred Creation and Healing, LLC's Facebook. Visit www.facebook.com/Sacred Creations Healing / to find out more. Don't wait. Start your spiritual journey today with Sacred Creations and Healing.
So we back, you guys. This is Hannah Yemaya, your soul coach and oracle, here with Julius Adams, the soulful singer, the powerful music behind his music, y'all. So Julius, one of the things that I like to know is you really inspire me. I have a brother that he's 31 years old, and he's actually not into the gospel music, but he's also he's a rapper, and he started off rapping in gospel. One of the things that I noticed that a lot of people, they give up when they don't get what they're looking for as far as being an inspirational singer. So what is something that's stopping you from giving up? Knowing that this is your first single. What is something that you are looking for the most, and what made you keep on wanting to keep on doing this? And how long have you been? Do you have any more songs out? Do you plan on making any more music?
Yeah, I've been doing. I started in 2010, and I was doing some different things. I was doing some big things in Nashville, was a couple of a well-known producer, and I kind of went out there because doing music from your standpoint. Meaning which, let's say you're trying to get signed or you want people to hear you, it's different. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're pressed to do stuff. Because I've been a good musician. I've been a good singer for a number of years, and I've been doing certain things. But if you don't have the information, that's one. To know how to get there, mm-hmm. it's different. It may not be as though you seem either. Sometimes you could be hey, I really pressing this thing, and I wanted the doors to open up, for me in the music industry, or where, stuff like that. So I had a big thing where I was down, like, dealing with, a really big person, and I had recorded like 5 songs, and I had put the songs out, but I took the songs down, and I took the songs down because I got better, and I started being able to produce myself. And so when I started producing myself, I got with the right people, and I changed up what I was doing, because the music scene had kind of changed as far as how music is sold and how they run it. So what kept me going was just the fact that I just love music. I'm gonna continue to do music regardless. I wasn't having any pushback. Like, no one's ever rejected me. No one's ever pushed me back. I pretty much got a lot of things that I wanted. I'm stepping out on my own, what I'm doing right now, because you have to be more in control of your music so that you can get a better deal. Right. And I feel that when you listen to a lot of stuff online and you listen to a lot of people, that's not how the deals are made. A lot of people just be lying. And so you can't really listen to that. You know how you have to have your own experience so you can see how things work? Right. That's what I would tell. So when I started doing different things, how you like, hey, this is not how you put this together. This is how it works. Right. That's what music is like. And I feel like when people do it, they give up because they're getting bad information. They get bad information about the label. They get bad information about how deals are made, because most of the people, some people who do have deals, they may not even have a deal. They might be underneath a producer and an A&R. So if they are underneath a producer and A&R, they're just a performer on the record. Creating them as a star may not be what you're doing. If you're at home making your own music, you're making your own beats, you're making your own sound, you're like, okay, this is, they ain't hearing me, and they're not. And the reasons why is because the executive people at the label are not the same people as the producer and the A&R. They're going in to get the deal. So you're having to make yourself be seen into that a fold of that music area. Like, a lot of producers and A&Rs that we do see, and songwriters we do see, they don't own the label. So what they're doing, they're selling music to the label from the artist that they have by creating his deposition of who he is and building it. And so, like, that's when everybody wants to get into music, because, okay, here you have iTunes and you have Spotify, and they're like, you can put your music out and do all this other stuff, and people, okay, but that's not really true. It's like, you can put your music out. They might spotlight your music, but what does that mean? Not too much. And that does become very discouraging, because when people set out to do, something with their music, they're getting a false narrative, and that's not fair. It's like, well, hey, we're gonna, you put this music out, people can hear you, and they don't even give you a chance to be reached. So a lot of that stuff is it made up. You know what I'm saying? It's fabricated. It's not really what people think. Even if you're, may ever be around famous people, you still may not be able to get off like the way you want to get off, because you have to build your career and be smart enough to understand what you're trying to get out. And I feel like when people try to start small, let's say, like, I could have started this record off big, but I didn't. I started this record off the way I want to start off, where I feel like right now podcasting was the best thing to get off. Like, on any podcast, I feel like right now, when people hear you talk, it's like basically you're doing like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s artists. They had to do a lot of interviews to get seen. Now you do have, like, everything's digital. So what do you do now? You switch over. If you got a song out, get out there, tell people about it. But then you got podcasting. And it can help you a lot better. I feel like what's wrong with a lot of people, regardless if they're famous or they're not, they don't interview enough, so you don't know what they have out. Like, they just drop a song and they're like, okay, buy it. Well, who's gonna buy your song if they don't even know it's out? So, like, if you're not even talking to me, if you're missing the narrative of just talking to you or somebody else, every podcast don't have to be mega big or mega small for you to get out there. It's for you to be informative with your page, right? And you go out there and say, hey, I got 30 interviews on my song. That's gonna get people to be interested, whether or not they're your fans or they're people on your page. Regardless if you got 100,000 views or you got 10,000 views, because most of these labels have bots. They put those bots up there to make people think they getting comments and likes, because nobody's interviewing that artist. They don't know the artist. The artist just pops up on NBC, ABC, CBS, BET, and whatever, and everybody's like, oh, he's famous. We gotta stop looking at that work that we see a new artist comes out who is underneath somebody that they're just pushing out there, and the artist's not even making no money. It's all a lie. So if you're trying to build your career, right, don't give up. Please don't give up, because you just got to think differently, and you have to have better experience about what's going on. I've been out there, like I was, right up on the deal, doing all that stuff, and the person just didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. Not because I did something wrong, not because I didn't pay for my tracks, not because I paid for my tracks. And I want to tell people that too. These producers, they charge you for your tracks. So, like, if you're doing your track work and you work with a big producer, they're going to charge you. Mine, it was a healthy price. I had to pay, like, for 4 songs. So I could go to, and it was gospel music, too. And I was at the top of the gospel music thing. It wasn't even like I was literally into the CCM movement when I was making these records. And it was cool. Like, we got our thing, but we just had some differences. And it wasn't because I didn't sing the songs right. It wasn't because I didn't pay. It was because I was more of a threat with my voice, and it had nothing to do with the label either. Producers will block you, A&Rs will block you, so you have to go around them, and how you do that is what I'm doing right now. So that's what you're going to do, and people are going to see your worth and see that you want to put your own work in, because here's the thing about those producers and A&Rs. They're not going to get you the interviews. They're going to push you to too high of a margin of getting the interview, and even if you do get it, who's going to hear you? It's about you being consistent. Like, if you got to do 40 or 30 interviews a day, do them. Mm-hmm. If you got to do 20 of them, do 20. Promote yourself. But promote yourself the right way, especially digitally right now, because you can digitally promote yourself at a high level. That's for anything, though. It's not just music, just anything.
Right.
And people will gravitate to it because they're thinking it.
Right.
So,
it's kind of like with the podcasting. It's kind of like with the podcasting, in order, I'm helping you, you helping me. You getting people to listen to your your song, and I'm getting people to listen to my podcast. I think we both in this segment right here. What I think we both are trying to say is, in order to get to be heard, you have to go do the most. If you're looking for a helping hand, you are your only helping hand. You
are.
Yeah. True. One thing that I will say that inspires me about you, Mr. Julius, and I've been watching your page, and you have been on many shows, including mine today. But one thing that makes me, inspires me when I watch you, I listen to you on like 3 other podcast shows, and I can tell you this is that you are a hardworking man that wants people to hear your music. You are very inspirational. I don't know if anybody else told you that. The inspiration from the music. If you guys can go watch his video on YouTube. His name on YouTube is Julius Adams. And watch his video. You can tell that the way when he's singing this song, he's singing it because he loves it. He loves what he do. You can tell by how you're singing. You can tell by the video. You can tell by how he got his eyes closed when he's singing. You can tell when somebody love what they do because of based off of how they are showing you, hey, this is my passion. And when you have a passion like that, when you can tell a person's passion based off of how they deliver their music or how they deliver their podcast, because podcasting is my passion, just like singing is his. I think that makes people, drawn to you more when they can tell you that, hey, I love this. I love that he love it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that somebody you love your music.
Right.
One thing that I would tell somebody in your industry is you have to love your own music. You have to be your biggest fan.
Right. Facts.
You have to be your biggest fan. Because I'm going to tell you something. I listen to my podcast 3 times a day.
That's right. You're supposed to. That's like so important.
Right. So
important.
Yes, it's important that you be your biggest fan. And that's something that when you heard him say in the last segment of this episode, he said that he listened to his own music. He played his video all the time. He listened to his video all the time. So if you're not out here and I think that he should be an inspiration for people out there and around the world. If you listen to this, that if you're looking to, grow your business, grow your song, make music, do a podcast, whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life, you have to be your biggest fan.
Yes.
If you're not your biggest fan, then you're not going to see anybody else wanting to be your fan. It's going to be hard to see your growth because you're not selling yourself the dream. You can sell everybody else the dream, but do you believe the dream? You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. What you're saying is so true, and that's what it has to be, because you have to have enough passion in you that make you want to, keep pushing. On top of that, like when you say you listen to your podcast 3 times a day, that's sweet because it gives you a chance to dream where it's going to go.
Right.
And right now, I'm telling you right now, podcasting is the biggest thing right now, and you're on the right path. And I'm saying, you're getting it. I promote your business. I'm going to continue to promote what you're doing because I feel like what you do is amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm telling you right now, like, you inspire me too to watch what you're doing. But it's like, I'm going to tell you real, like, I'm telling you right now, it is the place to be because this is like something we never could do. Like, it's taking out your own ad. It's like putting your own thing out there. And and your thing looks really professional. You set it up really nice. And that's another thing, guys, be professional because
yes, I actually made that myself. That video that you guys just watched, I made it myself. I have my own. One thing I can say is when you are wanting to be a professional podcast or artist or rapper, whatever it is you want to do, you have to be creative. Creative. And if you're not creative, it's going to be hard for you to see or other people to see your creative side. I think that a lot of people don't understand that you just can't say, hey, I'm a podcast personnel, and then you don't have anything to put behind it.
Exactly.
And the reason why I think that is unique and to see that you are, making yourself a name, on the internet, and you're actually been on. How many podcast episodes have you been on this year, let alone?
Man, starting from last year, I would say this year, I've done like at least 10, and I got other ones coming up, and I just keep pressing them because also it's like, you just got to keep, to me, it's like it's a new wave. And watch people want to start doing it more because it's important. To me, people need to hear you talk. That's the only way you can really sell yourself. Like, people need to know who you are. And I feel like that's what builds you as a person, regardless if you're good or bad. Mm-hmm. People need to know who you are. And I feel like that's your audition for people to know you. Because, people can listen to and watch what you do and taste what you do. They can see they can see yourself. But when you talk, that's what helps. And to me, that's why a lot of people on the Food Network show were great, because not only did you get a chance to watch them cook, they talked. Mm-hmm. So you get a chance to involve yourself in their life. Because people, they want to be able to come into your life. They want to be able to know who you are. They want to know what you're thinking and stuff like that. And that builds you more because you're not just selling something to people. You're also showing, like you said, we're both saying, selling our passion, selling our love for that thing. And that's important. So to me, it's very, very important that you take that time off to interview yourself at whatever you're doing or whatever you're selling, because it's going to build your product better. And that's what's been happening for me. A lot of radio channels are picking me up more because of my interviews. Like, this is going to help me greatly. When I put this up here, another radio channel will pick me up because they love what we're talking about. They can feel that positive feedback, that positive love. They know we're real. And you just get more push with that. So it's just important.
So
it's important.
Julius, my podcast is on 15 different podcast stations. I'm on Apple Podcasts, I'm on Google Podcasts, I'm on iHeartRadio.
I've seen that. That's amazing.
I'm on FM radio. I'm on YouTube. You can listen to my podcast on YouTube. You can hear his podcast. You can hear this episode on YouTube today. If you want to listen to it. I would love to hear you on my podcast again, Mr. Julius. So if you have if you have anything that you would like to say, you would like to join my podcast again, you got my email. Andrea got my phone number. Yeah. So
I'm gonna be back because first of all, I really enjoyed our talk today. Man, you're an inspiration. Listen, you got the coolest vibe. It's what's up. So to me, we'll definitely be back many times. And I think it's fun because, for one, like, the more success I get with this record, I want to keep coming back, talking to you about it, tell you stuff. So I'm excited. Plus, I got concerts coming up, so I'm excited. And I won't tell so we're going to definitely come back because I got to tell you about that stuff. And then, just all kind of stuff. So I'm excited. I'm just taking my time. I just feel like, everybody needs to quit looking towards, like, to do the little things, you know what I'm saying? Do little things, do the big things. You won't be able to get to the top like the way you want to until you enjoy life at what you're doing.
Right.
That's at anything, you know what I'm saying? But you want to take the journey, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, man, like, you want to be living with God, your belief, your faith, your strength, so you can see what God has for you, and you're going to have such a fun time.
So do you have any tours? Are you going on tour?
I'm putting together one right now with my management. They're doing that right now. I'm probably going to do, I'm trying to do 20 to 25 cities because it's my first one. Okay. So I'm not trying to do a big one like that, but I'm trying to do enough where I'm making stuff happen. So right now I'll be doing maybe 20 to 25 to maybe 30 or something like that. Okay. But that's all year. I won't try to get it.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Oh, people have been contacting me. What I've been trying to do is put the right budget together because this be my first tour. And then it's I'm trying to go to these venues and stuff, and then do it and just have a good time, videotape it, have a good time doing it. So that's what we've been trying to do, and getting people to invest in it has been awesome because a lot of people have been trying to get behind what I'm doing, and they just want to see what I'm going to do musically, as far as what songs am I going to sing, how do I want to direct my just all the stuff like that. So right now, I can't tell you. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where we go this year. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you everything. So I know, by April, I'm going to tell you more stuff because by April, I'll know everything. Right. So for sure, I got you.
It's been a pleasure. You guys, y'all heard that he should be on my show again in April. But
yes.
I definitely appreciate you joining. You guys, y'all go ahead and follow him on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Julius Adams. Go listen to his song again. If you didn't get to watch the video is on YouTube. If you follow me on Facebook, I will be putting his video on my page today. And I will also be putting the audio video on my page as well. So you guys, thank you guys for listening. This is Hannah Yemaya, the Soul Coach and Oracle. I will see you guys next week. Have a blessed day.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Unleash. You guys looking for a podcast that covers love, relationships, trending issues, and taboo topics for people of color? Tune in to Melanin Vibes, hosted by Nikki. Join the conversation that get insights, advice, and engaging discussions that educate, empower, and entertain. Subscribe now. And be sure to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Melanin Vibes. Vibes, that's VYBEZ. Holla at your boy.
Thanks for tuning in to tonight's episode of your Soul Culture Oracle podcast. Don't forget to catch us live every Wednesday and Saturday on 7 different podcast platforms. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you next time. This is Hannah Yemaya and your inspirational messenger, BG, signing off. Y'all have a blessed day.